Forget that tiny mailbag you had to have.
From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida.
Franklin's mini car, it cost $800. It's not even close to what I spent on you. Baby, you're acting like I abandoned you for a toy car. I promise I didn't. Franklin's gift has a reason.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Something that makes him feel special.
The 49ers get ready to go on offense, and it's the Pro Bowler Brock Purdy at the helm in his third NFL season now out of Iowa State.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule.
Your closet bigger than my whole tent under the bridge. I ain't even joking. I didn't ask your mom for nothing. She just did this out of kindness, Jasmine. And I'm grateful like crazy. But look, if you really want to try it, hop in. I ain't selfish.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey.
But come on. You don't even like
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
It's just, when I saw you driving around all happy, I kind of felt like Mom cared about you more than me for a second. I know it's silly, but I'm human, okay? Anyway, yeah, I'll try it. I'll test it out just a tiny bit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
You can keep it, Franklin. It's yours. I just want to see
Here's
how it
Purdy.
feels to drive it for like 2
He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. Calling a gain of a yard, and that'll make it second down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. This crew against the Pats, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
And when you get ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Purdy now on second down.
It's giving cheap rental moped vibes.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Tiny Chanel bag I begged for. I know I'm lucky. I know Franklin barely gets anything, but still, I'm human. I wanted a moment too. But now that I'm driving this thing, just testing it, man, I'm actually happy for him. Like, genuinely. Franklin deserves something good for once. He's such a nice boy.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now first and 10.
Now that my mom knows he's homeless.
He's going to try and do this himself. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Coming in to put a lick on it was Levante David.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Nice for Franklin. He's been through so much. And also, let me know what fun things we should do while we're still in Miami. Should we go swim? Ride boats? Visit Star Island? Give me ideas in the comments below because I want to make it super fun. Anyway, I guess I'm done testing this. Gonna go park it and give it back to Franklin. It's his Thanksgiving surprise, not mine. But hey, I'm not jealous anymore. I'm happy for him. For real.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12.
Yo, Jasmine, so tell me, you drove that mini car, right?
He's going to keep this again. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a third down. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Elijah Cansey able to record his 5th sack of the season. A 3rd and long. You knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away.
It's cute, honestly. And you're super lucky. My mom never gives strangers gifts. You're the first one ever. And yeah, if she lets you stay with us, we are going to
The
ride around.
Bucs getting ready to go on offense for the first time, and it's Baker Mayfield leading him out in his 2nd season as a Buccaneer and his 7th overall.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at the 20. Well, he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Their first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5. Mayfield on play action. This is caught at the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 33 yards that time.
It's early, but it's a cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? What the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Mayfield. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bucs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
I had to start working when I was 16 just to survive. And when I look at you, I see a child who keeps fighting.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Back out there comes comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Maybe it's just one moment, but it's a moment you deserve. Franklin, what do you think? Are you ready to see your parents?
I don't even know what to say right now.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey.
I feel like my whole chest
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's really real. Man, I've been praying every night.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Damn, I can't believe this.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
My real mama, the one I just found homeless on that spooky beach.
Throwing here, Purdy. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Man, you don't even understand.
Wisnowski on as he sends this one away.
Yeah.
Why he leave me?
And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
In one day than anybody gave me in my whole 10 years alive. You gave me a place to sleep.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense. You can't score on them on defense. So, to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw, Mayfield. And this is caught by Evans. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They're a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he's going to be brought down right there, so nothing after the catches. He's dropped at the 42. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their 1st drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So 2 1st downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with White. Fighting his way through contact. Still going. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Bucs lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Another impressive impressive drive. So they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
I don't even know if he alive. My mama? Gone. My nono and nonna? Maybe dead. Maybe in sandy shores. Maybe in the sky. Who knows, eh? I've been alone my whole life, Frankie. Alone in that
Following
underwater
the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Alone, running, hiding, surviving. So watching you get this miracle, bro.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
Me too.
They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
Like seeing you win makes me believe maybe God got something for me too one day. And Frankie, bro, I wanna be there. I wanna see your papa. I know how your mama look. She look like you, but with that tired sadness, eh?
And they'll go on the ground.
I never seen
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. It was Jamel Dean who brought him down.
I want to see how a man can fight through surgeries, through life, through pain, and still want to see his son. So, Senora, am I invited? Can I come to Star Island too? I promise I'll behave, eh? No trouble, no running, no stealing, nothing. I just...
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they're looking at a second down and 9 to go.
I just want to witness this moment for Frankie and maybe for my own broken heart.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Oh my God.
And it will not get the connection there, and it's incomplete.
I don't even know what
I'll
to
tell you,
say
Brandon,
right
this
now.
defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost a leg into the ball on every snap. Another nice job there for us in incompletion.
Be emotional too. I mean, Frankie, your story is so sad and so strong at the same time. I never really understood how much pain you carried. Like, you always smile. You always act brave.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
You're finally gonna meet your mom and dad.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Elijah Canson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
I'm proud of you, Frankie. Like, really proud. You deserve this more than anyone. And I'm excited too. Star Island.
Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to
Your
punt.
mom again? This feels like a movie, Frankie.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Monster Boy is being dramatic. But I think he deserves to come too.
And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Well, Rashad White and the rest of this Tampa Bay offense going back to work now. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock.
I don't cry.
He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
But bro, this got me in my chest for real. Listen, man, I know we fight. I know I pushed you. I annoyed you. I made jokes. I pressured Monster Boy. And yeah, I messed up big time. But hearing what you've been through, Frankie, bro, I didn't know. I didn't know your life was like that. You deserve this moment more than
Clock down to 0.
And I'm happy for
This
you,
is not
man.
the way to
Real
start a
talk.
drive.
Meeting your dad after all that surgery stuff? Meeting your mom again?
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
That's like destiny stuff. I wish I could go with you, Frankie. I swear I do. But I got my girl Valentina coming over today. She's gonna kill me if I vanish to some mystery island. You know how these Miami girls are.
They'll go up the middle with White.
So listen,
Good
man.
strength, but not able to get a whole lot. Tackled shy of the 10.
Talk to your mom. Let your heart breathe for once.
2nd and 11.
You deserve peace, Frankie. And when you come back,
Throw
you better
it.
tell me
Mayfield.
everything, man. Every detail.
Brings it in over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to keep things rolling.
My God, that's the best surprise for Franklin. I'm telling you, Franklin's very excited. Look at him. Wow. Let's go to Star Island. Jasmine, come on, let's go. Monster Boy. Franklin.
First down, here's White.
Come on, Franklin.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard
I
line.
said I'm nervous, man.
Franklin.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
All right. I don't think it's a prank. Jasmine's mom is very serious. Yeah. So yeah, let's go to Star Island. Got Jasmine. Got Monster and Franklin.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Talk to his dad. Man. Franklin is so nervous, but I think he'll be fine. Yeah. So
They keep it on the ground. White again. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Miami.
3rd down and 1.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this is blocked. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he did not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself, you don't hook it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34. Now back to the ground game with White. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 134 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Thanks, Monster Boy.
It's time for Franklin to meet his dad for the first time ever. We're officially in Star Island in Miami. Look at that, man. Holy moly. Where's Franklin's dad? Thank you.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They stay on the ground with White. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, and when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bucs go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was Rashad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run.
That's my dad, yo. That's really him. Sitting in that wheelchair right there. Man, he look a little sick, but he alive, bro. He alive. Thank you, God, man. Thank you. I swear my heart beating out my chest right now. I got so many questions in my head, man. Like, what he sound like? Do he talk like me? Do he laugh like me? Yo, this is wild. I saw him back in that hospital after his surgery, but I ain't get to talk to him. Not even one single word. And now I'm really about to talk to my dad for the first time ever in my whole life. And my mom, too. She's standing right there. Look at her. Still in her homeless clothes, but man, that's my mom. My real mom. Yo, this crazy, bro. Alright, guys.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick
My
off.
dad voice gonna sound like mine or not?
The return is Ricky Pearsall.
Never day in my life.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Yo, guys, drop it in the comments what questions I should ask my dad. Because I'm nervous as hell.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Biggest moment of my
Well,
life.
CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a bandit.
This offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
I mean, I wish I lived in a place like Miami. Not that I need a place, you know, the weather warm, the ocean right there, people smiling all day, and Monster Boy still sleeping like a baby. Man, that crazy.
Franklin, did you just say you wish you had a place to stay? Why do you always talk like you're homeless or something? You say weird stuff sometimes. Are you sure everything is okay at home? I mean, if something's wrong, you can tell me, right? I won't judge you.
Nah, Jasmine, I'm good. I just, mix my words sometimes. Remember that dream I told you about? The one with that rich Miami
Purdy to throw it on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. A short throw here to Watson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. He'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Mitch Wishnowski now.
Like we riding through paradise or something. Maybe one day we can come back on our own.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rachaad White. You see the numbers, all those carries. If you get that many carries in the drive, you better finish it with a touchdown, and he did.
Yeah, and deservedly so, right? Because we've seen times like the Carolina Panthers, sometimes Jonathan Stewart to carry the ball the way down, and then Cam, he's such a great goal line runner, he'll carry it in. But in this case, though, that didn't happen. The fellow lugging the load, he's the one who got to reap the reward.
Yeah, there was no touchdown vulture here. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start here with a handoff to White. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 162 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 35 in enemy territory. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now. Light a fire under these guys. Maybe I'll start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They run the draw play. This is White. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
For a second, I turned around and you was gone. I thought something happened. But deep down, I figured you probably came back here to help yourself. It's cool, Jasmine. You good?
Trevor, bro, listen. I know what you told me to do yesterday. The whole thing about stealing Jasmine's mom's watch. Jasmine's the one with the gold around it. I'm sorry, man. I can't do it.
On the draw, here's White. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll get started over at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Saints who have the lead in the second quarter. Chris Olave with a touchdown reception from Derek Carr. From there, let's head up to Baltimore to check in on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Lamar Jackson, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. Lastly, let's grab our passports and get over to Germany to see what's going on in the International Series. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. Bryce Young leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. It was a solid first half for the running back, Rachaad White. Already over 200 yards rushing as he's well on his way to what could be a record-breaking performance.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10.
Nobody's gonna miss it for a few hours. You acted like Jasmine's mom an angel, bro. Chill.
Trevor, stop, please.
A run to begin the second half with White. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And 220 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 49 yards.
And there's not a quarterback in the league that will ever complain about having small receivers like a Tyreek Hill or a Cooper Kupp who can find a seam, have good vision, and get open. But when you're throwing downfield like this, you want a big, tall receiver who can go above the rim, or if you're a volleyball fan, above the net and get it.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with his second touchdown of the afternoon. as these guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
McLaughlin for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception.
Are you serious right now? That watch cost $60,000, Franklin. What is happening? Please tell me you know something, because I'm...
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Taken at the goal line. This return will come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. To the line, 1st and 10 at their own 22. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Well, he'll try to run with this. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Franklin, that's heartbreaking. You're only 10. I can't imagine going through that.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Jasmine, that ain't all.
McCaffrey running up the middle. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Mike Evans of the Tampa offense about to set up shop. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
I'm really sorry.
Jasmine, I didn't want to stress you out. That's why I kept quiet. Everything been hitting me all at once, man. Underwater prison, fights, trouble at school, then my dad's surgery. It's been crazy.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 43. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Never expected it.
They're just shutting him off there. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 238 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
He's relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Opting to run again here with White. Oh, what a move. And now running right through him. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White, 38 yards. And the Buccaneers open the lead up to 34-0. McLaughlin now to have the PAT. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Rashad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise, they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing. At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Now a 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
And this is where coaches sometimes fall into different camps. Your guy just fumbled. It led to a touchdown. Do you stay with him, or do you put him in the doghouse? This is definitely a show of confidence here, as he's right back out there and carrying the ball again.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Are you willing to go treatment?
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Now a give to White. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They suspected it as a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Mayfield to throw it. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On third down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Well, there defensively for that pass breakup, Dre Greenwald.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, but that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know, maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception.
So listen, we have resources for you today. What is your name again? Shannon, we have resources today. These people that stand up ahead.
And they'll run it here. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Take care of yourself, Franklin. Bye.
Here's the option. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. Purdy off the play fake. Gets this one to Juszczyk. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Sometimes I be forgetting my own age. But baby, if I remember correctly, the hospital was Pillbox Hill Medical Center.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now, I don't know if your daddy still worked there or if he done wandered off like he...
He's going to use his legs here. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Maybe they got someone who can hand you some food, because we ain't got nothing but hopes and hunger under this bridge. I'm hungry for real, boy. You hear that rumbling? That's warfare in my belly. So help your mama out if you can.
Mama, I got you. So it's Pillbox Hill Medical Center, right? Okay, Mama. I'm gonna go see if I can find my daddy.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was that 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration. You'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
Amen, Mama. Okay, I'm going now. I'll be back soon.
Tell everybody happy Thanksgiving. Turn around.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. On a handoff, it's White. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7. On the draw, it's White. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay. So that last run is going to be the one to do it. He has officially broken the NFL single-game rushing record. To the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They run straight ahead here with White. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. From the 35, here's a 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Complete right side to Otten. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. They'll go up the middle with White. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Running out of the gun with White. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. That is caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. They go with White on the counter, and he'll be converged on quickly. maybe gets a yard out of that.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They keep it on the ground. White again. Calling a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. And they'll get this down to the 10. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a 1st down. Now a give up the middle. This is White. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
On the give, it's White. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
McLaughlin for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was Rashad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. Touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. first play of the drive, going for 14 and also going for a first down. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
On first down, it's Purdy. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Tight ends to the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is White pushing through the contact. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
It's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Yes, Kenny.
Yeah.
The delay of game.
Yes, Kenny.
As they're backed up 5 for 1st and
yes,
goal.
Kenny.
They defer to White out of the shotgun.
Playing football.
His way down to about the He'll get 2
football.
Run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Bucks and the 49ers.
The shotgun. And he's able to break out a
I'm playing football.
quickly brought down.
Yeah, on the game, yeah.
Set up a 3rd and goal.
On my game.
White. No
Me?
gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th
Me?
and goal. High ball at the 1-yard line, 4th down. What do you say?
42 to nothing.
Go, because if you can't get 1 yard,
42 to nothing.
he was the old adage, if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win
42
anyway.
to nothing.
Tell your team it's that time. Who's
42 to
gonna get down in
nothing.
the trenches, grind it out,
Yeah.
make sure that ball gets in the end zone. Who's it going to be? Let's go do it.
And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. From the right hash and a bit of a tight
Yeah, I know.
angle.
Where's what they down? Oh my God, man. Would you pick 49ers?
No, the Bucks.
No chance.
No chance.
It's no good.
The 49ers in the butt.
To the left, but that
And
shouldn't
the
matter a great deal as
Yes.
they still lead by a
All
bumper.
right.
So first and goal quickly turns into fourth and goal, and then fourth and goal turns into no
That's
points
good.
whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
And he's got it. He got it. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg.
What?
We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that zero.
Are you done? I'm up. I'll leave. You don't need.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Hey, I'm forward.
What?
I'll come back.
Alright.
Purdy with one final shot here.
You call me back.
Shot at the end
Here's
zone.
my number. I have number.
With a little too
Yes.
close, it's knocked away and incomplete.
You call me back.
The Cannons, it's a victory
All right.
for Tampa Bay. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense through the shutout, Adam. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Bucs, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.